Hey there, everybody. So I just thought tonight I would show you one of the machines that's really special to me, and also wanted to say that I really hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving this week and everything. We had everybody come over here, so that was good. And so yes, so without further ado, I'll get into this one. So this one, I don't know how long I hunted for one, but I know that my first of these little miniature uprights that Hoover did was one of the Model 115s that was I think the one I had was light brown and everything else was dark brown on it. Um, I don't have that anymore. I decided to sell it over to Tom because I didn't have no use for it and it was in awful condition. Although the motor sounded perfect, but everything else was wore out and the brush roll was seized and stuff, so I didn't want to fool with it. So I was just like, well, if I ever see another of these lightweight upright, they call it lightweight upright in the States, but it was the junior everywhere else, and I just have a habit of calling it a junior anyway, because it is the junior compared to the convertible or the senior. But anyway, so that was like my dipping my toe into these smaller ones. And then I don't know how long ago it's been. It's been at least a couple of years, if not longer. And I went online, and my buddy from our group said, hey, there's a listing here that I put, and it's for a model 1330, which is this one. And I was like, oh, that must be the one from the 60s or the 70s. I guess it would this one, I don't know when it would have been out, but I assume something around 1968 to 70, 71, 72, something like that. I don't know. I know someone on here um like Rick Hoover or Payco, that one that's PA and then CO, that user, and I know that they know everything, so they may know more than me. I'm sure they would. But I've got this, and it's pretty good condition. And then I've also have original tool set, which is really surprising for one of these. But I'll go through showing the vacuum first. So it has the support on here like this, as if it's a model, as if it's a Hoover Senior would have that. And then in the US, it's the 1070 and 1076, I believe. Those are the only two I know of that have a spring-loaded one. There we go. And then it's like that to take that off. It has a zipper, which is still perfect, so that's pretty amazing for the age. And the bag in there. And then I've switched over what I've used. I was trying to use fabric bags like most of you all know, and I was told by one of my other buddies, and he said, hey, I don't think that dirt's making up the tube. And sure enough, I double checked, and I was wrong, and it doesn't make it up the tube. So I've used just Type C bag, but I get the EnviroCare bags because I've realized I think they're a little heavier material. I mean, obviously, you're not going to filter the air vacuuming with one of these, but, you know, it's better than like a like anything else, I would say. It's a little bit chewed up on there, but not bad at all. So that's good. And for this many years old, it's really good. There we go. And the cord on it's perfect, so that's really good too. And it's perfect all the way. I've got it plugged in, but I can show. There we go. And I don't know if I may be wrong, but I want to say that the color of this is Swiss green, but I might be wrong. And really the only one single flaw in the whole thing is it's got a crack right there at the handle release pedal. But other than that, she's in great shape, especially for, it's got to be it's got to be at least 40 years old for sure at this point. But anyway, so, and then it's just got the front with the cover. And then you would take it off and to use the tools, obviously. You pull the belt off, and then you would put the hose in there. So I'm sure it would have like 0 suction in these days standard. So these are the tools. They're not in the best shape in the world, but they're there. Actually, really, if I had worked on them and cleaned them, they'd probably look pretty good, but I didn't see any use in doing it because I'm just, obviously, a vacuum this old, you're not going to run it all the time. I mean, I run the upright with the brush quite a bit, but I don't need all the tools. It's actually a bunch of papers, and I don't know much on that. There's a Hoover packing slip. I assume that all this is just for this box of tools because there's nothing that says the cleaner on it, I don't think. It's what it does say. What does it say? I'm sorry, guys. Well, whoever it was bought the attachments in 1969, so I assume something like that for the vacuum. Like I was saying, I was very much thinking that it was a late 60s Hoover. The lady lived in St. Louis, Missouri, which that's great. And there's the dust brush. A lot of them are falling out. Actually, the box, they've got all the little hairs fell out all over it, but everything's here, you know, and that's saying something. There's the hose. And it's got one extension wand right there. And also the regular crevice tool. So it's got, I think that's all the attachments it would have come with. So I think it's still a complete set. However, I am going to just see how this goes. I'm going to probably look like an idiot, but I'll just see if I know anything. And pull the belt off. Oh, I forgot. I didn't show how it looks. And then there's how it looks. And actually, I didn't even replace the brush strips because they were quite good still. I don't know how good you guys can see that or not, but that's the tag. Let's see. I believe this goes like that. I've never done this, guys, so I could be wrong. Well, please excuse me, guys. I do not know, because I've never done this before. It looks like it wants to go on with that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's supposed to twist when it's to go on if you want to do tools, but I'm not sure. And I don't want to break it, obviously, so. But I would assume it would be like that, and then the hose would go in for the tools. But yeah, I would think it would be on there like that. And then somehow you would twist this onto it. but I obviously don't want to force anything. I wonder if it just... You would think it would be like that. I mean, I've never done this. I just run it with the upright, but I just thought I'd see if I could demo that, but I don't think I can. I mean, I guess I can, but... it doesn't like that. But it does have tools that it would use, so... Hey there, everyone. I'm sorry for the break. I ran out of room on my phone. But anyhow, so now I did eventually get this figured out. So I've got the original hose and everything in place now, and we'll see if it's worth anything. I mean, it is worth a lot, but I mean, if it's got anything, it'd probably do better than with a straw, probably, but we'll just see. You could dust something with that, but yeah, obviously you're not going to do much with that, but you definitely clean up a little bit, get some dust bunnies and stuff with that. But yeah, what I failed to realize was how this is supposed to rotate to open it, and then you rotate it to get that on there. But anyway. So I kept trying to put it on there with this upright, but that's wrong. So I learned a lot already. So anyway, so that's that. I will put this in the box. Hopefully. I don't know if this had anything to do with the vacuum, but it was in there. Really old magazine ad or something, and it says House of Fuller Representative. I feel like I should know anything about that, but I don't. Anyhow, that's that. And I'll vacuum a little bit with it and put the belt back on. It'll take me 3 tries, I'm sure, to put this belt on right, because I memorized the way it goes on convertibles and Eurekas and all them, but I can't remember when these belts face up and down. That might be right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we'll give it a little run. Okay, so that's on there now. I can feel it beating the carpet all the way where I'm standing. Okay, there you go, guys. So that's the only Hoover Jr. I have right now at the moment. But it's really, I think it's kind of an interesting little machine. So anyway, guys, well, I really hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you. I don't know if you'll see me this way, but you will see videos from me. So you have a good night.